Hey everyone, thank you for checking out our channel, Living Right Debt-Free Homestead. I just wanted to give a quick update on what happened after I transplanted my cabbage into the raised garden beds, what the desert looks like when it snows, and why I had to go to Texas. Now we're in Lordsburg. Did not expect the snow.
No, don't throw that at me! Don't throw that! I'm not. I'm making a snowman. No, go!
So I took these ones back and forth with me to New Mexico because I knew that the weather was still freezing, so I didn't want them to be left outside and be snowed on. So I took them back and forth. They look good. To those of you who are new to this channel, just to give some background, it is mine and my husband's dream to have a homestead. Not just any homestead, a debt-free homestead. So in order to make this goal, we've committed to living an unconventional lifestyle. One aspect of this unconventional lifestyle includes commuting back and forth between Roswell, New Mexico and Tucson. For me, this means spending every other week in a different state, but that doesn't mean I don't still want to practice my homesteading skills. So I set out to look for ways that I could leave my garden unattended for extended periods of time using self-watering systems. Before I show you guys my first attempt at a self-watering system and how my cabbages are doing, I just wanted to show you guys some footage that I got during my commute from Roswell to Tucson. This much snow in the desert is a pretty rare thing, so I thought I'd show you guys how beautiful it is. Alright, so we just got done driving back from New Mexico. We're back in Tucson. Just stopped off at the post office and I'm pretty excited because I just got my new book by Elliot Coleman. So I'll show it to you guys right now. The Winter Harvest Handbook. So I've heard about this guy from a couple different people and I'm pretty excited to read about him and share what I learned from his book here. Also really excited to see how my cabbage are doing because it's been a whole week and I haven't tended to them, I haven't watered them or anything. I've just had the water bottle set up, so and I know it got really cold. You guys saw the snow. There's actually no snow here in Tucson right now. It's pretty warm, it's like 50. I don't know if it actually froze, but yeah, I'm excited to see how they're doing. I hope they're looking bigger, so I'll let you guys know. Okay, so I just got to the greenhouse. Check it out.
Run.
No, they're all gone, are they? Oh, no. Look, all my cabbages are gone. That's all that's left. It's like they got... Alright, so this is the little hoop house with the raised garden beds. And these are my little cabbages. Okay, so back at the RV and I am so upset right now. My cabbages are all gone. All of them. That's 2 months worth of work. I planted them in early December and now it's towards the end of January, so almost 2 months worth of work and now they are gone.
They are gone.
Like completely gone. Like absolutely.
We just saw one leaf of them.
One leaf. That's all that remained. Lessons learned the hard way. I don't know if I have the fortitude to withstand the losses that come along with homesteading.
It's hard.
It's hard. It's hard to deal with that much loss. I'm really quite upset about it. I was the whole drive back. I'm thinking, yay! I have my self-watering bottles, and I'm super excited to see how big my plants have gotten because they were looking so good when I left. And it's funny too because when I first went inside the hoop house, I didn't even look at the plants. I was so worried about my watering system working that I like turned on my camera on my phone and then like zoomed in on the bottle, and then I was like, holy crap! All my plants are gone. Like I was so worried about the water system.
Two of my beet plants, they're dead. They're just a stick.
Yeah, like the leaves are completely gone. Those frickin' bunnies. Those bunnies. I know it was the bunnies. Had to have been the bunnies. So now I don't know what to do about the bunnies because now I have this kale and this broccoli that's looking really good, and I'm gonna want to transplant it, but I don't know what I'm gonna do about the stupid little bunnies. I'm so angry.
We should close the doors. How did they even get in?
Well, they probably tunneled because bunnies tunnel. They're tunnelers.
Yeah, they probably digged a little hole.
They dug a little hole, and then they got into this little bunny haven where there's no snakes or anything, and then, well, I don't know, I guess there could be snakes in there, but I haven't seen any. But I did see bunny poo. So I don't know what to do now.
There's bunny poo everywhere.
There's bunny poo everywhere. Huh. So I'm gonna have to set up a bunny snare and make some bunny stew.
They might not have bugs in them because it's really, really cold.
Yeah, there is something about that. Like, you have to eat them in the cold seasons. I think it's, what is it, months with R's in them?
What?
You're eating bunnies. I think it's months with R's.
You have to...
Like January, February, March.
I think you have
like
to...
winter months with
You
R's.
have to eat them when it's really cold because...
Yeah, the wormies.
The worms can crawl into your body and just like sit there because it's warm.
Yeah.
So.
Well, at least I got my Coleman vegetable book. Maybe he'll have some comments on bunnies. Alright, well, thank you for checking out my channel. I'm a little disappointed that this is the news that I'm sharing with you guys. I wish that I could be showing you big, beautiful cabbages. But instead, I'm showing you absolutely nothing.
I'm glad the onions are still alive.
The onions are starting to pop up, but... Freaking cabbage.
I wish we could eat cabbage.
Get the bunny, get the bunny! Alright, so I just went and got the kids, and we're getting ready to just wind down and relax for the night. But I wanted to share with everybody what happens in our trailer when you let the propane run out. What happens?
So, what happens is that nothing works that needs to work.
That's exactly what happens. Nothing works that needs to work. So, yeah, I'm gonna eat, change, relax, and then I'm going to plant my cabbage. Yeah, I'm gonna show those bunnies what's up. Cabbage! Cabbage! Okay, so for whatever reason, I just cannot seem to catch a break. Normally what I do is I put my plants out in the morning time, and then I bring them in at night to keep them from freezing over and all that. But lately, like usually when I put it outside, I put it right outside the door, and I haven't had any problems with bunnies. I know that I showed you guys earlier the bunnies that destroyed my cabbage in the greenhouse. And I don't usually put the my lettuce and my kale and my broccoli, I don't usually put them in the greenhouse. Normally I've just been putting them out front in my front yard area, and I haven't had any issues until right after they ate my cabbage. That day, I guess they also ate my later that day, it was the next day, they also ate my broccoli. So I thought, oh, I know what I'll do to protect the kale. I will go ahead and set them on top of my husband's truck, so that they can still get the sunlight and they're still outside, but then the bunnies can't get them. Instead, what ended up happening is the wind blew them off, and because my husband has a cover on his truck, so the wind must have gotten underneath it, knocked off my plants, and then the bunnies came. So Bunnies 2, me 0 right now. I'll show you a picture right here. This is what's left of my lettuce and my kale.
Yes, it's so horrible.
So this flipped upside down, so I was able to pick up some of it. And then my kale didn't flip upside down, but it flipped over.
It has like a little stuff chopped off right here.
Yeah, where the bunnies came. Stupid bunnies. I'm
Like,
so over
if
bunnies.
you look close, I can kind of see like a little.
So out of all of my kale, I have 2 pretty healthy looking ones left. But I am just so...
Too healthy for the bunnies.
I am so disappointed.
This one is good because it was flipped over so the bunnies couldn't get it. But this one, it wasn't flipped over so the bunnies could get it. So either way, if it was flipped over, it would get ruined. But if it wasn't flipped over, it would get eaten by the bunnies.
Yeah, so that or they just don't like lettuce. Stop photobombing my YouTube. Yeah, I am super annoyed. But on the flip side, I did meet a nursing instructor that was helping out on the unit today, and she told me about this cool place called Agrotopia, which I guess is a community garden that also has a store there where you can basically, it works off the honor system where people who like produce from the garden, or maybe it's even local growers, I'm not really sure, but they'll put their food and then you can come in and pay with cash and put it in like in a little deposit box area, and it's just all honor system. And I thought it was pretty cool sounding. They have a worm farm there as well, and I'm interested in learning about that. So I thought that on one of my days off pretty soon that I would take the drive up there to go see it. It's in Gilbert, so it's about an hour away from where I'm at now. And I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited to hear about that. She had some pretty interesting things to say that I don't know, I hadn't really heard of. She talked about the author of a book called Breathe, and she was talking about like palate size of the mouth and how people's faces are changing, and how we're not breathing out of our nose as much as we should, or as much as we used to historically. And to me, that just sounded a lot like Weston A. Price and what he talks about when it comes to nutrition and bone structure formation. So I'm about ready to murder that bunny.
I will.
Between that and the bunny and Liam. I got bunnies on my mind. Last night I just found out that my contract at this new travel position has been canceled. I've only done 5 weeks out of the 13 that I was initially signed up for. And I have 3 shifts left and I'm done. So this like kind of threw me into a panic, and I started looking at what my options are as far as, you know, securing a decent amount of income so that we can meet our financial goals, so that we can get out of here. And another traveler told me that he was also leaving that place. There's not enough patients. They ended up closing their ICU, which is typically where I work. So for the past week or two, I've been doing med surge anyways, which is not my specialty or my place of choice that I would like to be. So and this other traveler too, he was normally in the cath lab. He has ICU experience as well, and they're not holding their agreements. So he's basically breaking contract and leaving as well, because they're not able to staff him. And so he told me about this position out in Texas with another staffing agency where they're paying a lot of money to nurses to work like 6 days straight. So I am trying to convince my in-laws to move over to Roswell, so that they can watch the kids with my husband, trading back and forth when he gets off of work, so that I can go out to Texas for a month and come away with a huge chunk of cash. So that means for me, on my one day off this week, I just have a lot of stuff I need to get done. I need to get an oil change. I need to sign up with a staffing agency. I need to get some meal plans, meal preps put together. And yeah, it's just crazy. It completely changes everything that I had planned originally, because I wanted to go to that Agrotopia, and I wanted to get some bunny proofing stuff to get my when my seeds sprout, because I did plant some more cabbage and some more kale and broccoli last night. Or I planted the cabbage a couple nights ago, but you know, I planted that stuff the other night thinking I'm gonna be here, but things are just changing so fast, and I don't even know what tomorrow brings. This travel assignment in Texas, I think that it's like next day. Like you just start. So within the next couple days I could be in Texas. I don't even know. So I'll keep you guys posted, but I just wanted to share that with you. And yeah, life's an adventure, right? Okay. Alright, now that I'm ready for the day and all showered and cleaned and dressed, I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of the chaos that is the RV lifestyle and the beast that I must tame today on my day off. So, you can see, this is bed made, somewhat. Clean clothes need to be folded. This is washer. So you can see, oh, maybe. It shakes the entire trailer. Maybe I'll show a clip of that. So that's fun, especially since I wash my scrubs every night, so I get to experience the shaking of the trailer while I'm trying to go to sleep. And shower, bathroom, look at all that stuff everywhere. And then, let's see, this is our living area. Total chaos. Let me switch views here. Alright, we got dishes I must wash. My lovely daughter here, Sequoia, is making me some coffee. She's got her apron on. Thank you, madam.
Welcome. My phone. So in orders.
Oh, I love my coffee.
Yes.
This is our little water dispenser thing here, which I'm going to top off with a little bit of hot water.
I did.
You did? Yeah, a little bit more hot water.
Quite a bit.
There we go. Alright. And luckily, the guy that parked right there left, so now I have this awesome view of the desert landscape a little bit more, you can see. So, not the trailer with the black truck, but the one behind it. That's where my in-laws are staying, and they watch the girls when I'm out of town. Okay. This is our homeschool bucket. I know it could probably be a little bit better to our books, but we're not. That's my travel bag right there from the other day. I still need to empty that out, clear that up. That's my notebook with my to-do list and all that. It's my medical scissors. Alright, so I'm gonna go see if the vegetables are done, so I'll show you guys my little outdoor kitchen area. Which, if you've watched some of our other videos, you've seen it, but if you're just joining us, I will show you what that's like. What? Alright, so this is the view stepping out of the trailer, which is actually a pretty sweet view of the cotton fields. And then over here, I have my air fryer, which is one of the best things I've had since moving in here, because as you've seen, the gas goes out, or I run out of gas, propane, I should say. So, cooked vegetables, a little burnt, but yeah, it might have gone a little overboard there, but still good. Okay, so I just got my assignment. I am heading to Lufkin, Texas. I have to be there by tomorrow at 10 p.m. It's not a contract, it's an agreement, so it's a 4-week agreement. And yeah, so this is all super crazy, spur of the moment. So I'm gonna go pick up my kids from their friend's house and head to Texas, I guess. Man. Alright. So I guess I won't be watching my plants grow. And I guess I'll maybe put one of the girls in charge of watering them and tending to them. We'll see. They might just die. I don't know. The money opportunity is a little bigger than the growing my gardening skills. So, anyways, thanks. got to my hotel. Looks pretty sweet. Although I can't find the remote. But here it is. Okay, so here I am at my hotel room getting ready to go to sleep. I've been here for a little over a month now and I am ready to go home. My goal is to stay out here at least through March. I've been here since the first day of February. I called in on, I guess it was January 31st. No, January 30th, and they told me that I had 24 hours to get to the town that I am now, here in Texas, Nacogdoches. So I have been here, I was here through the Texas winter freeze, which was very interesting. I came here thinking that I was going to aid with the COVID crisis, which we have, but the weather crisis was a crisis in itself, one I was not expecting. We actually had to stay overnight at the hospital, and there was no water. The electric had gone out, so the backup generators were going, so like a bunch of things weren't working. The toilets wouldn't flush. So I woke up, we had to stay in this big auditorium one of the nights. Not like a big auditorium, but like a pretty decent size. It was like a cardiac rehab room that they had put up a bunch of FEMA cots. I'll show a picture of it right now. But then, so we slept in there, and I had the worst night's sleep ever. They kept calling like codes overhead, and I'm working night shift, so I had to try to sleep during the daytime. People are in and out, up and down, going to the bathroom, doing whatever. And then, calling pages overhead. And then finally I wake up, it's time to start the shift. I go to use the restroom, and this is what I see. I see a toilet with a trash bag in it and a sign that says no water. And, so for 3 days, I think it was, 2 or 3 days, it was like 3 days, we had to go to the bathroom in little cups and pour it down the sink, and if it was a number 2, we had to poop in a bag. So that was interesting. And I was not expecting that. It was pretty funny. There were some travel nurses there that were from like third world countries like Cuba and Jamaica, or considered third world developing countries. And they were like, I've never had to crap in a bag. And I'm like, welcome to southeastern Texas, where we crap in bags, apparently, because we're not, and I understand, like, the whole state isn't used to getting that type of weather, so they obviously weren't prepared. But it was just kind of funny being from Oregon and being used to snow and seeing this town get like, I don't know, maybe 3 inches, and everything just shut down, water stops. I mean, total chaos. And I mean, even worse too, that we were instructed to poop in these bags so that there wasn't poop in all the toilets. But by the second day, sure enough, people just couldn't follow instructions, and every single toilet had unflushable poop in it. I don't know. It was crazy. But it was quite the experience. But that's over with now. So we are traveling back and forth from the hotel to the hospital. And I'm working 6 days a week, nights. I hate working nights. But I am making that money so that I can buy my house that we're going to build and not have a bunch of debt. So it's worth the sacrifice. But man, my body is just taking a beating between the hospital food and the food at the hotel here, and just not really having time to cook. It's been really bad. My skin is all horrible. I'm breaking out, putting on weight, because anytime I get stressed out, I'm addicted to sweets, so that's really hard. I can feel my teeth are just like not doing as well. And I did stop off at the store and buy a smokeless grill that I could use in my hotel, which I'm not going to get up to show you, but maybe I could just flip the camera around. But I've liked it so far. It's been pretty nice. I just haven't had time to go to the store and actually pick up stuff to cook in it since the last time that I did anyways. So this is my hotel room. It's a little bit of a mess. There's the tape right there that I use to tape my mouth closed when I sleep because, yeah, I think it's good for you. But there's my smokeless grill over there. TV, which I don't really use too much, but my Keurig, which is nice that they gave us a Keurig in our room. And yeah, that's the most of it. So I'm just gonna read a little bit of this guy and I get some sleep and try to get ready for the next shift tomorrow. And just pray that March goes by quickly so that I can be back with my family because I miss them so much. But anyways, that is how my life has been. Alright, so it's been a couple weeks since the last clip, the last update that I gave, and I just wanted to tell you guys how it's going. I am now in the end of the second week of March, so I am making it through and things are going a lot better. I got myself that smokeless grill, so I've been cooking my own food in my hotel room. I've also been making pretty good friends with the girls that are here, and we've been going on runs, so getting that exercise has definitely been helpful and definitely made this whole experience more sustainable. So I'm hoping to do this to the end of March, potentially somewhat into April. It just depends on how things go with my family and just being away from them and how hard it is. It's so hard, but it is a temporary sacrifice, and it's good. It's good that I'm here. It's good that I'm doing this. It's just hard while I'm being away, you know, especially while having young little kids. But I'm definitely making it through and getting more used to being here. I don't even know if I'll be able to stay out here that long because Texas did stop its state of emergency. So that means that some of the funding will likely be cut back from FEMA, which is who we are funded through. So we will see whether or not we'll even be able to stay. You know, it's hard to say. Every day we just take it day by day. I've heard that when you are demobilized is what they call it. It's like a very rapid, you know, you're told and you have to be gone by the next day. Kind of like the same as how we arrived. So anyways, I'll show some clips of some of the area here, Nacogdoches, the oldest town in Texas, and just some of the trails that I've seen, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Please like my video and subscribe, leave some comments below if you know of any good places to run around here, any good trails, anything that I should go see while I'm here. You know, I can go about an hour away, 2 hours away. Has to kind of be within that radius though, because I only got the one day off a week, and it's nights that I'm working, so I'm awake during the nighttime. So it's hard to drive too far out, and then, I mean, unless I guess the activity is a night activity. So anyways, keep that in mind, but please comment below and tell me if there's anything I should go check out while I'm here that's worth seeing. Alright, bye guys. Hey, so I'm here at Lanana Trail. Lanana, something like that. It's pretty cool. Just doing a run. It's my day off today, so I thought I'd get some exercise because where I'm at work, but it's not like the same as like doing some hard running, so yeah. Anyways, bye.